When I'm done telling this story, you're going to wish it was you on this trip. Hi, I'm Hildee. I sell swag for a living, and here's a great example of what I do every day, and most people in my industry have to do these type of projects every day. So I was tasked with working with an event planner who was tasked with figuring out how to get 20 top salespeople plus a guest plus staff from the United States to their incentive trip in Tanzania. They were all staying at the Four Seasons and going on safari. So she had to figure out the flights wherever they were in the United States and the hotel and the safari. I don't even know what her part is, but I can tell you what she used me for. She wanted to come up with ideas for swag. Unique ideas. She asked me, she asked 3 other people who do what I do, but she loved my ideas. I'm really good at coming up with ideas that most people don't think of. She had some ideas too that I quoted, and I guess maybe my price was better. I don't know, but she definitely loved my ideas. Here they are. Now, understand that not only did I have to come up with ideas, but how do you get them from here, the United States, to Tanzania? The event planner was going to take 2 checked pieces of luggage, and everything and anything for these 40 plus people had to fit in her 2 checked suitcases. Because if you don't know about shipping to other countries, it is super complicated. There's no way to know for sure it's ever going to arrive if on time. So she was going to pack everything in her suitcases. So whatever I came up with had to be packable in the 2 suitcases, and whatever she needed for the trip was going to be her carry-on luggage. Complicated, right? It's what I do every day, figuring out how things will fit. So the first idea she loved from the deck I presented was eco-friendly, packable jackets. Now, I couldn't just pick any jacket because black, white, or bright colors will attract tsetse flies and make the animals aggressive on safari. So the only thing I could find that was in stock for the men and the ladies was a gray jacket. I found it. They approved it, and we ended up doing a heat seal transfer on the left chest for the company logo and another heat seal transfer on the sleeve that showed that they won this trip. It was great. Everything was done, I think, in 2 weeks. They were in a bit of a rush by the time all the decision makers weighed in. So it was, I just had to make sure that I was working with vendors I trust, vendors with quality product and quality decoration. It all worked. So everybody on the trip, that's 40 plus people, got packable jackets that she put in her suitcase. Then the next thing was Thule branded packing cubes, which arrived in time for her to ship to all of the 20 people in advance. So they were able to use them in advance to pack for this trip. We also did luggage scales that arrived in advance. So why people don't have luggage scales, I don't know. I couldn't live without my luggage scale, but now everybody had luggage scales. And binoculars. That, of course, was going to go in her checked luggage that she would take to Tanzania with her. Everybody needs binoculars, so they were small binoculars, but strong magnifying binoculars. And lastly, we did buffs. Meaning if they were in a sandstorm or a windstorm while on safari, they could take this thing that kind of rests on the neck and you just pull it up over the nose. And then you've got this buff that protects you from the elements. It was complicated. It was time sensitive. Things kept out of stock and restock and having to overnight things, but it worked out. I think they're on the trip now because I haven't heard anything. I always say no news is good news, and that is what I do for a living.